Kurt is not going to take part in the 2022 NASCAR Cup Series. Yes, you people are hearing me right. Why? What happened to him? Are there any controversies? Let us find the answers to all these questions. Hello friends, welcome back to NASCAR Zone. Today, we are back here again with an interesting video. We have special announcements for you all, so stick with the video and watch it till the end to know everything about it. Before that, subscribe to our channel if you haven't so that you guys can watch more videos like this. Let us start with the video.
Busch to deliver the jump man the victory.
Hell yeah, man! You are the man!
Kurt Busch said recently that he had overdone it in his efforts to get back into the NASCAR racing game due to the symptoms he is experiencing, which are consistent with those of a concussion. He will not be able to participate in the Cup Series race for the fourth time in a row. Let's take a gander at the NASCAR Cup Series for the year 2022 and discover what it comprises in this brief glance at it. The 74th season of professional stock car racing in the United States under the aegis of NASCAR will be the 51st season of the modern era Cup Series, which will be renamed the NASCAR Cup Series in 2022. This season will also mark the beginning of the NASCAR Cup Series. The inaugural game of the new baseball season, known as the Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum, was played on February 6 at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum for the very first time. After that race, there were the qualifying races for the Blue-Green Vacations Duel on February 17. And then on February 20, the 64th edition of the Daytona 500 was held at Daytona International Speedway. This was the first race of the year in which point totals were recorded and kept. The last race of the regular season, the Coke Zero Sugar 400, will take place at Daytona International Speedway on August 27. This race will mark the end of the regular season. The playoffs for NASCAR will start with the Cookout Southern 500 on September 4 at Darlington Raceway and will end with the NASCAR Cup Series Championship race on November 6 at Phoenix Raceway. Both races will take place in South Carolina. South Carolina will serve as the scene for both of the next events. The introduction of the next-gen car was supposed to take place in 2021. However, it had to be pushed back due to the COVID-19 outbreak. The original launch date was 2021. The introduction of the next-gen car is scheduled to take place during this season. In addition, the 2017 season will be the first time that the races will be aired on television by USA Network. USA Network will take over for the now-defunct NBCSN as the broadcaster of the NASCAR Nationwide Series. Mars Incorporated will no longer be a NASCAR sponsor at the conclusion of this season, since the company announced on December 20, 2021 that it would withdraw its support for the racing series after the 2022 season. Mars Incorporated will no longer be participating in NASCAR at the conclusion of this season. Since the 2008 racing season, they have served as the major sponsor of the Joe Gibbs racing car that bears the number 18, which is driven by Kyle Busch. This sponsorship is carried out in large part via M&M's brand. Prior to that, they were the sponsors of the number 36 MB2 Motorsports vehicle from 1997 to 2002 and the number 38 Robert Yates racing car from 2003 to 2007. Both of these sponsorships lasted until 2007. Robert Yates was the driver of both of these automobiles. This is also the last year of racing for Eric Almirola, who has announced that he would be retiring at the end of the current season. Let us know in the comment box what you all think about this video. Also, if you want to watch more videos like this, just subscribe to our channel by clicking on the subscribe button. Busch has been unable to compete since the 23rd of July when he was injured in an accident during qualifying at Pocono Raceway. This coming Sunday at Richmond Raceway, he was hoping to race with 2311, racing in the number 45 Toyota, and had intended to do so. The path to rehabilitation after sustaining brain damage is often not a straightforward one. It's quite obvious that I'm not ready to go back in the racing car just yet, the statement was made by Busch on Twitter. I've been feeling fantastic in my rehabilitation, but this week I tried to get my heart rate and body in a race simulation sort of scenario. and it became evident that I'm not ready to go back in the racing car," he said. "I've been feeling wonderful in my rehabilitation. This was by far the most difficult week emotionally, since I do sense the improvement of healing. However, racing involves an extraordinary physical and mental effort, and my body is not yet ready to handle the rigorous race conditions in their entirety," she said. "This was by far the most difficult week emotionally, because I do sense the improvement of healing." It seems like Ty Gibbs will be Kurt Busch's replacement in the racing vehicle once again. Gibbs, who is the grandson of Joe Gibbs and is now 19 years old, finished within the top 10 in the Cup for the very first time in his career when he filled in for Busch at Michigan on Sunday. As a substitute, he has competed in 3 different races, and his best finishes were 16th, 17th, and 10th, respectively. Busch is in possession of a waiver that will, in the event that he is selected to compete in the NASCAR postseason, keep him in the field at his current place. His victory in Kansas in May guaranteed him a spot in the competition, but while he was out of action, he dropped from 14th to 20th place in the rankings. A well-known and successful professional racing car driver from the United States, Kurt Thomas Busch competes in NASCAR. He came into the world on August 4, 1978. Now that he has his license, he competes full-time in the NASCAR Cup Series, with 2311 racing in the number 45 Toyota Camry TRD. In addition to the NASCAR Cup Series title that he won in 2004, he also won the Daytona 500 in 2017. He is the older brother of Kyle Busch, who has won the Cup Series 2 different times. Kyle Busch has also won the Daytona 500. During the course of his Cup career, which began in the year 2000, Busch has raced for Chip Ganassi Racing, Stewart Haas Racing, Furniture Row Racing, Phoenix Racing, Penske Racing, and Roush Racing. In addition, he has also driven for Roush Racing. Additionally, he has experience driving for Furniture Row Racing. He has won 34 separate Cup races, and he was crowned champion in the very first year that the chase for the Cup point system was put into place. As of 2006, he was one of just 36 drivers who have won races in all 3 of NASCAR's top divisions, the Cup Series, the Xfinity Series, and the Camping World Truck Series. He accomplished this feat by winning a race in the Busch Series in 2006. Because of this win, he is now qualified to compete in the All-Star race. Due to the fact that his aggressive driving style resulted in conflicts not only with other competitors, but also with members of his team and members of the media itself during the early stages of his career, he garnered a significant amount of media attention as a result of these incidents. Guys, what do you all think about Kurt Busch? Let us know in the comment box. Also, subscribe to our channel so that you would be able to catch up with all our latest updates. In addition to his career in stock car racing, Kurt Busch has also raced in the Indianapolis 500 and the 24 Hours of Daytona, and he has been a part of the National Hot Rod Association. The Daytona 24 Hours was the location of his most recent triumph. If throughout the course of the following 3 races there are 2 more drivers who win the Cup for the first time in their careers, Busch may find himself removed from the running for one of the 16 available playoff berths in the NASCAR playoffs. That's all for this video. Let us know in the comment box what you all think about this video. Also, if you like the content, then like it and share it with your friends. Also, subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet and hit the bell icon to get a notification of our latest videos. Thanks for watching.